Brent, you got a rating on Microsoft, $400 price target. Is this a positive as it stands?
As it stands, it's a win-win for Microsoft. I mean, they get the number one up and coming individual in tech leading the AI journey. And then secondarily, they've been talking about this for a long time. How do they reduce their independence on one vendor like OpenAI and spread their AI bets across open source, across their own languages, across other languages? And we think that Altman can probably steer that ship in a really good way from internally at Microsoft. Obviously, from a hiring perspective, if you've got over 500 people signing a petition that feel this strongly, I've never seen this in my coverage of tech in 20 years, where literally 500 people sign a letter internally. You've never seen this in tech, ever. So if they feel that strongly about him, and he says, "Hey, would you like to come over here to Microsoft?" Like, what's the talent pool at Microsoft going to look like? 2 months from now, it's going to be insane.
Well, Brent, the question that I hear out in the market is, will Microsoft buy out the rest of OpenAI? Can Microsoft buy out the rest of OpenAI?
I don't know if they can. They obviously have an $11 billion plus stake, so they care for the future. They want to ensure this happens. My view is actually OpenAI will get effectively that board settled down. We'll get the employees settled down and hopefully keep everyone in place. And I don't know their incentive structure, but I'm not sure that I'd want to lose all my incentive comp and stock options in OpenAI just because I'm upset the CEO left. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. So my sense is this ship will be calmed at OpenAI. Microsoft, via Nadella, he's the best negotiator in tech. He'll figure out a way to ensure that they keep this intact, keep their investment preserved, but also have the best of having Sam and team there. So I look at I think there's going to be a better outcome hopefully for OpenAI and their employees, where they can get some additional board members in and get them calmed down. I understand why they're as upset, but again, I can't recall a story in 20 years where that many people signed a petition would walk out. I think that you're going to end up seeing a situation where there's a middle ground that's met, and that hopefully both camps survive peacefully and we move on, and we can all enjoy our Thanksgiving week.
Do you think Microsoft remains the key player in AI? Therefore, can they remain basically still having the distance between themselves and ultimately the viewpoint that Alphabet's behind, for example?
Microsoft's crushing it. I was up at the Microsoft Developer Conference in Seattle last week, and you can barely get in to see some of these demos. The pace of innovation is like nothing I've seen covering tech for 20 years. You talk to product managers that are not spokespeople for Microsoft and talk about the pace of the innovation. I mean, we're talking about months of when they said it was go time to launching a product. Now, the product isn't perfect. It's not gonna be the smoothest ride out of the gate, but the level of innovation is beyond anything we have seen in any time I've spent covering Microsoft, even as a developer of Microsoft in the 90s. This pace of innovation is off the charts. They are so far ahead of everyone else, and we do believe that Amazon is gonna also be in the mix. So our thesis is Amazon and Microsoft win the enterprise. Google wins the consumer market. They're very different markets, but all three will have a seat at the table.